Good evening, everyone. Okay, I have a beautiful saw to show you. Absolutely stunning vintage saw. So I'm a huge fan of loads of the really early saws. I love most of them for their engineering prowess and just the ingenuity that so many of the engineers had so long ago. Just incredible. And so I also love, with a passion, I love some of the earlier German saws. So this is a Solo, abbreviated as 626. It's a 60126, early 60s saw, and 73cc, beautiful mag alloy construction, and shares the indistinguishable shape, so you cannot fail to recognize. You will look at other Solo saws of the same era. This handle, this arrangement, the exhaust, the double felling spikes, this particular shape starter housing, and they'd be shared across a number of the Solo saws, and I love the design of this saw. The engineering with the manual oiler, this gorgeous little assembly for activating it. Even back then in the 60s, Solo again were really smart. Composite tank, fuel tank, so unlike lots of other saws back in the day, if you had an early steel 07 or an early 08, if you damaged the tank, that was a massive job. On this one, you can literally undo the rear modular handle and just slide the tank out, put a fresh tank back in. So real groundbreaking designs from Solo. So Solo were started by Heinz and Hans Emmerich, and I love the story of that German pair, because they came up with the name Solo because they wanted saws to be easily operable by one man. Because early saws, when you think back to, Emil Loeb, who invented the first petrol chainsaw, Dolmar, and then tested it subsequently on Mount Dolmar, hence the name, where Dolmar has come from. A year after Steel had, so Steel put the first electric chainsaw, which was used in sawmills, a year earlier in 27. So Dolmar had the first petrol one, and that saw was 130 odd pounds in weight. So just almost unliftable pieces of kit. So okay, here we are then. So we fast forward nearly another 40 years, and you have these beautiful creatures. So this one came from a really discerning collector, and the saw is in just amazing condition. It's got the original little brass plate on the side with the original rivets holding it on, the original serial number plate, and okay, I'll do a quick start of the engine to show how she runs. So I already have, I have 3 60126s, actually 2 of them nowhere near as nice a condition as this one, so I don't require another one. And so I'll do a little walk around with the camera, show you all the original features on her, where he's tastefully replaced so many of the chassis bolts with 316 stainless steel all the way around, really beautifully done. And yeah, so she starts, and then she starts to just run tiny bit lean. You pull the choke, and then she'll start to go again absolutely fine. So this is one of the older Tillotson carburetors, where the pump chamber and the diaphragm and the metering chamber are all stacked together, as opposed to on opposite sides like on the later carburetors. So I presume it needs a carburetor service, just because it's just not metering correctly, which I don't know when he last said he hid this apart, but he said a long time. And other than that, it's just been on show. So I'll show you how she runs. Throttle lock. What I love about it as well is that all the original fittings and features are all present and all working and undamaged. Okay, bit of choke. Kill switch. So you can just hear it then. It was just starting to lean out. You pull the choke lever up. So I presume that's, I would think, that is highly likely that was a, needs either a new, probably a new diaphragm and a new pump fitted in the carburettor. But obviously sparks and starts and has, make sure that's off, and has reasonable compression. Those engines, these engines back in the day, don't have the same type of compression, the 70cc's, as like her bigger brother, which is the 60135 or the monster 60142. You grab the camera, guys, because she really is a work of art. Let me clip that up. There we go. Okay, so all mag alloy all the way around. Original serial number plate with the Western Germany badge. I used to love it as well. I absolutely love the old Solo colours which they used on the saws. They're kind of almost outlandish, but they just, you just get used to them. You just think, I love the look of that saw. Okay, so the top cover slides off. Very unusual to find these top covers unbroken. They're invariably broken up by this clip, which goes over that little ball-ended fastener. It just clicks on. Put the cover down here. Okay. The original little toggle switch. The manual oiler, which depresses this little red lever here, dispensing oil to the chain. Original air filter housing, turn her around. Original engine shroud. Hi guys, sorry, hit the torch button on the camera. Cut the video off. So, original little baby choke lever mechanism. The pulse lines are all almost like hydraulic, so that you would get like banjo connections on modern braking systems. Just so fabulously engineered. Oil tank for the chain oiler. Side cover. And again, this would normally be in this white paintwork, and it looks amazing when if anybody decides to repaint them. But again, I love them just original where they are. Both felling spikes fitted, both chain guide plates present. Chain oiler obviously working well, and let's come round to the front. Yes, beautiful big sweeping silencer. Very similar to some of the early Swedish partner silencers. And then this gorgeous original organ with the original writing and logo on. Supertronic, solid-nosed, vintage bar. Just in gorgeous, gorgeous original condition with this lovely patina on the bar. And the handle, it's so unusual to find. these handles complete with the handle cover and wrap on, and it's in gorgeous condition. And they're like an oversized handle as well, and they feel great in that. And when you have them in your hands, they just feel like a real man's working saw. It's just fantastic. Inside felling spike again. They're all invariably broken. All stainless steel bolts all around the note on the exhaust. The spikes is the other side of the guide bar, and a little brass plaque from the distributor from near Minehead. And so this saw, I believe as well, the person I've had it for a number of years. He lived near Minehead and bought it from the dealer, and he's had it ever since, and I bought it from him. Stainless steel bolts all round and all the way around again. So there she is. So that's the 60126. Should show the underside. Again, so no breaks anywhere that I can see. All stainless steel bolts again on the underside. And hopefully we'll make a beautiful collector's item for one of you out there as well. I'll get this camera back on here, guys. Okay guys, I'll attempt to start it one more time. There. Okay, so bit of choke, throttle lock, and kill switch. Again. There she is, that's the 60126. Just, they're such a rarity to even find them in relatively nice condition, but to have no apparent magnesium or alloy damage anywhere, complete handle, both the felling spikes, no damage to the side cover, it's just so difficult to find. So, hope you love the saw, guys. She's an absolute work of a piece of, not just a piece of history, but just an engineering beauty. Okay, that's the 60126. Guys, thanks for watching. Bye for now.